Hey everybody, welcome back to another reaction video. Hope you're doing well. My name is Todd. This is What It Means to Be Olivia and Fitz from the show Scandal. This video was requested by a ToddReacts.com member. You too can join. Link down below in the description will get you there. Put a like on the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Hit that notification bell. That way you know when videos post immediately. You can come check it out. And let's go.
Come back to me. Forgive me. I love you.
Please stop. I am not a toy you can play with when you're bored or lonely or horny. I am not the girl the guy gets at the end of the movie. I am not a fantasy. If you want me, earn me.
Ooh.
You can't fix the fact that I love you. That I love you more than I love being president.
What? What do you want, Olivia?
I want painful, difficult, devastating, life-changing, extraordinary love.
Damn, she wants it all.
Then watch me choose you. Watch me earn you.
Fitz and I are going to be together.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm going to be with him, Cyrus. We have a plan. It's going to work. I love him. Mr. President.
Are you the president's mistress?
Yes.
Whoa. Whoa.
I remember Tony and I knew each other, oddly, from politics. We had worked together in Washington, but we had never worked together as actors. But we were doing camera tests to see like what our clothes look like. And we walked in front of the cameras for camera test. And
Just
we were
FYI,
just chatting about politics.
The sound
And I
levels
could
are a little
hear
off.
and feel
So I'm gonna have
Shauna
to
and Betsy, our producers in the corner.
try to keep it even.
They were so excited, and I thought, oh, they like what they see. Like, there's something about what they're seeing, and they got like more and more excited. They were like, keep walking back and forth. And I thought, oh, so like this we must have some chemistry or something.
I remember watching the pilot and I was thinking, this is a great show, this is a great show. And then there's that scene where Carrie walks into the Oval and
Sweet
it's
baby
revealed
scene.
for the first time what their relationship is. And I was like, oh, this is a show, you know? That was the moment where, you know, no show has done that before. And B, their chemistry was just so watchable and real
That scene was so weird to me because it just came out of nowhere. And I'm like, oh, it's like aggressive. It's like forced on. I'm like, damn. Was not expecting
really
it.
goes a long way for the fantasy. I want to be her.
There's no
getting
backstory
bent over on
in the
the
pilot
Oval
episode.
Office
You're just
desk.
like-
What am I? What? What are we talking about
No,
here?
let's leave it at that.
It's like you're just dropped into drama and you're just like, wait, how did it happen? What?
Shonda Rhimes and Kerry Washington. Every time I saw Kerry in a movie, she was so different in everything, and I was a huge fan of her work and loved her as a person, and had been just going, God, I hope I get a chance to work with Kerry. And then Shonda called me and said, how can I play the President of the United States?
Now there's the real reason. Just so everyone knows.
So the combination of those two women, I was like, that's going to be.
And Fitz and Olivia's relationship was so sexy and steamy, and for network television especially. Anyway, Kerry, I love this woman so much. We would we never talked about the work. We never talked about a scene. We never had to discuss anything. We just kind of did it. And we're always on the same wavelength as actors and didn't want to intellectualize anything. I think partly because our relationship was so much about the chemistry between us, and because I guess initially those characters were so sort of at odds with each other and didn't, I don't know, it just didn't feel right. So we didn't ever talk about it. We just were like, yep, that feels right. And so we had this amazing chemistry as actors.
Yeah. I don't know how I don't know how we'll get there, but I do think that these two people do belong together. Their hearts and soul, everything is just wrapped up in one another.
I believe this is a trick question because the answer that you're looking for is one thing. The real answer is in their hearts. But the answer you're looking for is Vermont. Correct. Or the Oval Office, or an electrical closet at the White House.
I think her true love is Fitzgerald Grant. I think that's her true love, whether I like it or not.
Would you want to see them?
To be honest with you, no, you can answer. You can listen. I honestly want for the writers to do what works for them. I honestly think that this journey that they've had us on for 5 seasons has been such a brilliant one, and it's because they have written what feels right for them. So I want for Liv and Fitz what Shonda sees for Liv and Fitz.
I want them to go to Vermont.
I wasn't suffocating. I was trying to show you.
You were trying to save me.
I was trying to save us.
There is no us. There is no this. There is no Vermont. There is no jam. There is no future. Not anymore.
I just love working with Tony Goldwyn.
Damn.
He is just such a spectacular human being and such an amazing actor. So knowing that I get to do that kind of juicy, complicated, heartbreaking material with him
It's almost soap
a bit of
opera
a joy
level.
and also just horrifying. You know, I knew, like, even though it's, I don't know, maybe 7 minutes in the episode, it was like 10 hours of us yelling at each other and breaking each other's hearts. So it was hard to do, but also really
That's crazy.
gratifying artistically because I love him so much and I respect him so much and it's so great to work with him. I think also knowing that that scene came directly after the abortion scene, for me, it sort of carried all of the emotion that Olivia didn't have on that operating table. She carries it into that closet and into that scene. So there was a lot going on. I'm so grateful that I got to do the scene with Tony and that Tom Verrico was our director. So, yeah.
Tony, do you think Olivia Pope was sufficiently appreciative that you actually declared war on a country?
I can't imagine why you would ask that question.
This doesn't seem like she was.
Fitz is a humble guy, but no, she was not. She didn't quite meet my expectations. I was hoping for a little more sugar.
Tony and I actually had a really great conversation about that whole idea of the fact that the president went to war for Olivia. You know, at a time in this world where we were begging the media to pay attention to hundreds of Black girls that were missing overseas, the fact that Shonda kind of wrote the ultimate bring back our girls, that it became like the epitome of Black Lives Matter, that, you know, rather than ignoring the hundreds of Black women that were missing, she made a president go to war for this one person. And it just seemed like a very powerful idea. You know, I just thought it was a really wonderful, poignant choice of hers.
Nice view. Hi.
Hi.
What happens now?
Whatever we want.
Before I let you off the hot seat, tell me your biggest OMG moment of the season.
It's in the finale.
We'll get to that in a few minutes. Tony, same question for you. What was your biggest OMG moment of the season?
Same answer.
Can we just screen the finale now? Yeah, right? Let's talk about that kiss in front of all the press. Do you think it's a fitting end to Fitz's presidency that he and Liv were able to come out of the shadows that way?
They better
Oh, snap.
Oh. Great because Shonda really earned that. You know, we had that very painful scene before it where she doesn't want to talk to me, and we both. So you think, okay, that's it. And then you have that classic thing where she comes running out, but it was, I don't know, it felt like earned it.
Yes, you did.
Ooh.
Prez, what about you?
One that comes to mind is it was election night 2012, right?
Yeah.
And we were working, and it was the scene where Carrie and I were doing the scene in front of the Constitution.
Touching the Constitution.
Hands are like this, and we talk about the whole new world. What would
And it was the night of the real
the night of the real election, and while we were doing that scene, Barack Obama got reelected to his second term. We are trying to use the Constitution and each other since then.
We were the people.
Between Olivia and Fitz is really not over and can't really ever be over.
Oh, they went happily off to Vermont or whatever, whoever, or to the stand in the sun.
Tony, what was it like on set? Take us to the scene on set when you're shooting that last scene with Carrie. And what's the environment like? What's going on there?
It was kind of... It was,
Our last scene together or the last scene
Your last scene together.
together. It was the scene when the love scene. So we were doing this and we were like, and then she says to me, this may be the very last time I have to see you. Right now. And we were like, holy shit.
It's the last time we're actually going to be in a scene together.
We're going to be in a scene together. So it was very poignant.
Yeah, we like each other, but it's not
Very
appropriate
much,
to like
too much.
each other.
See, I promise.
That's on camera. They have proof.
I assume you gotta get really.
Their Olitz happy ending.
Yeah, they do. Olitz seems to be together in a really healthy way at the end. So, and yet I love the fact that it's not overly sentimental. And, you know, Shonda, it's not what the show's about, which I thought was also really great of Shonda, that it didn't sort of just gratuitously put them together. It just has that last high, which is perfect. And then a light touch is good.
Carrie, what are you gonna miss most about each other this series?
It's the problem with doing a show that's so like drama heavy, is that you could just lose track of any other like plot lines.
I don't think we're gonna miss each other because we're gonna still be in each other's lives.
How much am I going to miss Kerry Washington? Well, I'm not going to miss her because I'm not leaving her. She's not going to be out of my life, and I refuse to be out of hers. No, I'm going to miss, you know, what can I say? You're going to make us all cry.
I feel like you're getting a little emotional. Are you feeling it?
Yep, yeah. She's very special.
Damn. That's really sad. I gotta assume you're working on this show for years at that point. You've made some pretty strong connections with the people you're working with day to day. And that includes the crew, that includes the directors, everybody. But yeah, on scene with somebody, you're probably hanging out most of the day. Link down below in the description for the original video. Go throw out some love. Like I was saying, you're on set probably, what, I think Carrie said 10 hours. So yeah, I mean, at that point, you're spending all day, every day with somebody, you're gonna create a strong bond. If you're somebody watching the show and you're really into the characters, that's exactly what you want. I mean, how many times have actors gotten into relationships just from being on set, making out, talking, whatever? And yeah, before you know it, the actors that were in the movie are now dating or like left their current spouse. Like, I'm thinking Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, right? I think it was. Where he left Jennifer Aniston for Angelina. I mean, good grief. The juiciness of that gossip at the time was unreal. Everyone was just arguing over, you know, Angelina or Jennifer. Kind of what makes that One Tree Hill show interesting is that the actors were actually dating. Excellent start to the series. It was that one scene in the Oval Office was really tough because I'm just like, I have no context. I know it's supposed to be like that, but in my head, I'm just like, what is happening? They're really like aggressive and she's barking at him. He's barking at her. And I'm like, what is happening? It's like we got dumped at like a divorce or something. And we're just seeing people argue and, you know, not really be in love, but kind of sort of be in love still. It's great to see the actors actually be close. Like a lot of that hand touching was... Let me know your thoughts on Olivia and Fitz down below in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Appreciate your time always. ToddReacts.com if you want to request your own videos or pick up some merch. I will see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.